Hello and welcome back to SliverStar Arcade and more Paradise Killer. I'm sorry, I'm just a little tired. In the last episode, we came up here to KHX's workshop and found a whole bunch of stuff that points that Crimson Acid might have something to do with his disappearance. Then we came here and found out that One Last Kiss is also the same as Grace Bloodlines, the former exorcist who was murdered by our demonically possessed civilian. And now we're going to spend the entire episode talking to her. For this episode, I'm just going to talk in my normal voice because this is a lot of talking. Do you think this was all Henry?
Are you happy with your tooth?
Aren't you paying attention, investigator? Of course I don't. I've seen people doing things. Loyal servants turned to conspirators. Someone found out how to breach the council building, and I was there. I saw them. A devilish plan. Who? That would be far too easy. Who do you think has motive? Very direct, investigator.
Don't test me.
It's been a long millennia. I'm a little cranky.
Are you happy with your tooth?
What if there were no more islands to end? Someone wouldn't have a job to do.
That's strange.
Witness? And who would benefit from a crime like this? Who would suddenly be called upon to protect against danger?
Don't test me.
Akiko.
Are you happy with your tooth?
Time to start asking questions, investigator. Okay, Akiko's motive. What do you know about Akiko?
Are you happy with your
When you have a
tooth?
hammer, all you see are nails. She's been trying to roll more power into her marshals.
That's strange.
Power? Akiko wants non-military roles to be taken by her troops. I was on her list. She saw dealing with demons only as a military problem.
There is corruption on this
Exorcism
island,
shouldn't be
investigator.
done by soldiers. They're not trained for it. Akiko disagreed. So why kill the council? Scare the next council into militarizing. Create a soldier's paradise.
Are you happy with your tooth?
Do you think that's enough of a motive? No, not really. And she obviously didn't do it. She did not do it. I don't believe she did at all. So I can cross her off of my witness list. Doom Jazz. He would make a good twist villain because he's so nice to us and he's charming, and I don't think he did it, which means he probably did do it. I'm not sure about Witness. Witness could have done it because of his, righteous belief in the gods, which the Syndicate seems to not like. The Syndicate seems to not like the gods, and Witness truly believes in them, but he also has an alibi, I think. And I don't think Henry did it, because Henry's the scapegoat. It'd be too easy if it was Henry. Did you see Henry while you were floating around the island last night? Did I? Didn't I? I don't want to say.
Don't test me.
Why?
Are you happy with your tooth?
That's the key to this whole thing. You need to investigate it yourself. What can you tell me about the sigil scorched into Henry's skin? Demons speak in arcane tongues, while Shinji just speaks in shitposts. During a possession, the demon is screaming in rage. The victim screams in the tongue of the demon, but the noise humans are capable of making are too limited.
There is corruption on this island, investigator.
We cannot pronounce demonic languages. We don't have the vocal range or understanding. Sometimes the demon's psychic force wills the words into existence. This can take on a number of forms: telepathy, unearthly sounds, loss of vision, and so on. In Henry's case, the white-hot rage of the demon caused the sigils to be scorched into his body. His body was burned from the inside. His insides are probably destroyed. His physical form is being held together by the demon. Do these sigils affect anyone else? Those he comes into contact with will also have them scorched into them. What kind of contact? A strong embrace. The skin needs to be pressed against another's skin for several seconds. The same sigils were found drawn in blood at the crime scene. Would Henry have done
Are
these?
you happy with your tooth?
Drawing is an expression of the human mind. When you draw, you communicate something in your mind outwards. The demon has already found a way to express its emotions outwards by scorching Henry's body. The demon already has a canvas, it doesn't need another one. Ah, I get it. So someone did that to pin the blame on Henry. So why are those symbols at the
Are
scene?
you happy with your tooth?
That's for you to find out, investigator. I'm only an expert on demons, not crime
Oh.
scenes. Did the demon make Henry draw
Are
them?
you happy with your tools?
The demon does not control Henry. It causes him to act, but he chooses how to act. Do you see the difference? Like a boss that tells you what to do, not how to do it? Precisely. If Henry were to do that, he'd be doing it under his own volition. I don't know about you, but I can't draw characters from a language I don't understand. Oh god, I'm so tired. Alright, Witness's motive. Tell me why Witness might want to kill the council.
There is corruption on this
Witness
island,
is damaged. He's whipped himself up into a religious craze. He started thinking things that shouldn't be thought about.
That's strange.
What things? He's become apocalyptic, fatalistic, convinced the end is upon us. How does a ghost know this? Before I died, he came to see me. He had questions about demons, and I was the exorcist after all. He became fixated on the idea that a sea of demons could crash upon the island and wipe us out. A flood sent by the gods to wash away sin. What did he want to know from
Are
you?
you happy with your tools?
Other signs to look for. Can we divine from the stars if a flood is coming? Harmless questions from someone who has the responsibility of overseeing the end of the islands. His role is to look for signs that an island is going to end and to make sure that death and birth happen
Are
properly.
you happy with your tools?
The innocuous questions came first. Then he started asking about initiating a demonic invasion or using demons as weapons. Why ask about that? He dressed it up in pretense about the warning signs of the end of an island. I'm not a fool though. You don't ask those questions unless there is a dark intent. What did you tell him? How demons enter the islands, how possession works, all standard topics that everyone in the syndicate is educated on. So why is he asking? Or was he asking? I think he was hoping for some nuance or detail that wasn't public knowledge. I didn't give anything away. There are forbidden secrets that exorcists guard.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Let me ask a direct question. Do you think Witness was trying to use demons to cleanse the island? That I can't say. He certainly was fixated on it though. So we're getting a lot of good testimony from her. Did you see Yuri last
Are
night?
you happy with your tools?
He was in the gardens, investigator. But what if there was a gap? You should speak to Lydia. Alright, that was quick. What do you know about the second holy seal?
Are you happy with
The
your
mystery of
tools?
mysteries, was it? What's the secret? A closely guarded secret? People have found the answer. Who? That's too easy.
Don't test me.
I'm a busy woman. You are, but the path is worth treading. I have seen things, people talking, things being discarded. You'll need to search behind contrivances. In your professional opinion, could the demon possessing Henry keep Henry alive in the depths of space? There haven't been any recorded instances of it, but the universe is a vast and mysterious place. When a demon possesses a person, they fuse with them. Sometimes purely physical, sometimes purely physical, sometimes only psychically. Sorry, wow, I'm really tired. Henry's demon did both. It exerts significant power over Henry. Enough power to allow his body to withstand a vacuum. Demons are not from our planet. They come from the most terrifying reaches of the cosmos. They are attuned to space in a way we can never be. Some demonic races exist only as psychic shadows. Some navigate the edges of black holes. Some bend cosmic energy into huge cities. The right demon could definitely hold a human body together while outside of our world. What about psychically feeling out and manipulating a lock on another planet? The second holy seal sounds thrilling, investigator. It varies from race to race, but most demons understand space far better than us. They understand that the cosmos isn't just physical, it exists as a psychic plane too. Some demonic races can see the psychic shape of space. They can see the essence of everything, and how it is linked on planes we cannot comprehend. Oh, so that's probably what that one guy in the tape recorders who was talking about seeing lines was talking about. Those tape recorders are probably Henry before he fully got possessed. Because he was talking about the apartments, and he lived in the apartments. What are the chances of the demon-possessed Henry being one that can hold his body together in a vacuum of space and psychically perceive the inner workings of a secret lock?
Are you happy with your truths?
What are the chances of the council being murdered and the exile investigator being brought back? Slim, then? You need to decide what the truth is. Tell me more about what happened. I received a call from our dear Grand Marshal. She had arrested someone that was possessed and needed an exorcism. I was meeting with Architect Carmelina at the time. A meeting about what? The next island, Perfect 25. One of her obsessions has been creating structures which repel demonic corruption. She has to come with me to view the exorcism.
That's strange.
Is that normal? No, but I understood her interest. We arrived and she inspected the scene before I started my exorcism. She left to wait outside of the apartment. Henry was secured and Akiko stepped out of the room to speak to Carmelina. I slipped into my meditative trance to perform the
Are
exorcism.
you happy with your truths?
Planes of existence swirled around me. I was lost in the maelstrom with no sense of place or direction.
There is corruption on this
Then-
island, investigator.
Then the life was being choked out of me. I have no idea who the attacker was or which direction they came from. I died. Murdered. A short while later, I was floating above the island. I felt an all-consuming rage. I drifted towards the heavens, but my fury allowed me to crawl my way back onto the island. Now, here I am.
Oh.
These islands, huh?
Are you happy with your
More than you
truths?
know. How much more do we have left? Oh, good God. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Alright, give me 1 second, guys. It gets so cold in this room at night, I had to go put a coat on. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Another mystery for the great investigator. I don't know what happened to him, but he's still on the island somewhere. Oh, so he's just straight up alive. Well, actually, I guess you can still be on the island and not be alive. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Are you happy with your truths?
Speak to the Grand Marshal investigator, see if you believe her. Did you see the architect last night?
Are you happy
Have you
with
asked
your
witness?
truths?
Convenient she wasn't there, isn't it? Wait, what? What do you mean she wasn't? Did you see Crimson last night? You should speak to her, investigator. She doesn't have an alibi. Anyone can corroborate. Did you see the doctor last night?
Are you happy
His
with
clinic
your
holds a
truths?
secret. Oh my God. Did you see Lydia and Sam last
Are
night?
you happy with
The
your
logs at the
truths?
Paradise Gates will confirm several things, their alibis and their time frame. Consider the time frame, investigator. Alright. So, she's just like our cheat sheet. Did you see the witness to the end last
Are
night?
you happy
Witness and
with your
Carmela spent the
truths?
evening together. I wonder if that means anything. What do you know about the escape last night?
Are you happy with
Everyone
your
is
truths?
lying. What about the distance and time? Have you checked that? Did Henry go through the Syndicate HQ? He'll have been logged if he did. Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside the council building?
Are you happy with
The
your
council
truths?
building is awash with evidence, investigator. Check everywhere. What secrets does the sea hold? What about reaching for the sky? What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years
Are
ago?
you happy with your truths?
Was his possession when the wheels were set in motion? You should find out. What if someone set him up? What if this was part of the plan? What if someone needed to trigger the end of an island? What if someone ascended to the grimoires in the library? Got time to chat? I have all the time in the world until the island ends. What's your take on Perfect 25? There is no such thing as perfection. The Syndicate has obsessed over demonic corruption but turned a blind eye to the corruption of itself. Are you expecting Perfect 25 to fail? Fail is a broad term. Nothing lasts forever, does
There
it?
is corruption on this island, investigator.
Everything changes, including perfection.
Don't test me.
I don't think many people want to hear that.
Are you happy with your
A
truths?
human's folly, believing whatever you want, isn't acceptable. You can tell how far society is away from collapse by how many people flock to demagogus.
Oh.
Are you saying Carmela is a what? Okay, so it's pronounced demigod, a political leader who seek support by appealing to desires and prejudices of ordinary people rather than by using rational argument. Huh. Alright, yeah, I'm not getting into that.
There is corruption on this island, investigator.
She's the one peddling perfection, isn't she? The one offering the easy answer to all our worries? Perfection is a lie. Perfection will crumble. Perfection is sold to
Are
fools.
you happy with your truths?
Do you think we can achieve perfection,
Don't
investigator?
test me.
That's what I'm here to find out. I hope you do, investigator. And demonology. Yeah, we're still not done with her. What was Montserrat's plan with regards to demons?
There is corruption on this island,
Millennia ago,
investigator.
he would never have gone along with Carmelina's plan. He changed. He wanted control. All rulers do. The Syndicate wasn't reviving gods fast enough. We were struggling with the demons, a continual thorn in our sides. Carmelina's plan to block demonic corruption is flawed. The demons would be repelled from the island structures but would still possess our cattle. They will scapegoat the citizens. He could come down fiercer on them. A nice move for an aspiring despot.
That's strange.
That isn't the Montserrat I remember. Immortality isn't a good thing. It warps the mind. He followed in the footprints of Ezekiel. They went too far. The new island is born. You'll have to live with it. I love having something to look forward to. How has Carmelina demon-proofed the island? Demons and gods are just alien beings from different worlds. They enter our world through psychic pathways that bridge huge distances in the universe. Traveling along a pathway breaks down the demon's form. The psychic image crosses space and gathers as solid matter when they arrive on the island. The marshals hunt those demons down and exterminate them. Soldiers have their use after all. When demons don't manage to assume a fully corporeal form, they soak into the physical structure of the island. And the island becomes corrupted.
There is corruption on this island,
The
investigator.
rot sets in and the island must end. Carmelina and Masahiro Heavy Industries developed a new technique that repels this corruption. Their plan is to change the particles in our air, stopping demons from being able to latch onto the physicality of the island. The very concrete will repel the demons.
That's strange.
Does that mean that Perfect 25 will be filled with demons floating around in the air? That's the dirty secret. Demons will still come to the island. They need somewhere to go. The next best thing to the island structure are the minds of the citizens. Perfect 25 will be a hotbed of demonic possession. Human minds are malleable and porous. Unlike concrete, we have a certain amount of latent psychic ability. The structure of the island will be safe and permanent, but the citizens are the sacrifice being made to the pursuit of
Don't
perfection.
test me.
The marshals will be
Are
busy,
you happy with your
and so
truths?
will you if you get to reform the Paradise Cycle unit.
Oh,
That's not my priority. It will be. How is a god's deception different to the illegal communication that allows demons onto the island? Do you believe a human has the same ability to speak across the vast infinite cosmos as a god? We are amateurs at opening the psychic pathways. Pathways are weak and easy to breach. Gods can speak across the universe without attracting the baying demonic hordes.
are you happy with your truths?
The victim's dreams are filled with visions of the god. They become the god's thrall, executing their will for the promises of power. The victim doesn't realize it has happened. It is subtle, insidious.
Sorry.
That's how it was with me.
There is corruption on this island, investigator.
The Syndicate hasn't worked out how to deal with the god deception yet. The actions you take on behest of the god are criminal, but you are a victim of the god. I hope that answered your question. It did. Thank you. Wow, she seems to be the first person that believes in us. May you always live in the shadow, and may you reach the moon. Alrighty then. Alright, so where to next? Alright, this is definitely gonna be the last. Oh, I still have to. I just realized I haven't scheduled a video for upload tomorrow, which means I still gotta get around to doing that. Any mysteries in here? Alright, so let's go over what we know so far. So, Henry was probably set up. Well, most definitely set up. Henry was set up. And so she was probably murdered. Akiko's probably in on it. Because a lot of things with Akiko just don't make sense. Her knife was the murder weapon. A carving that details the god destroyed Eden. A huge centaur god that roamed space. He made a crown of asteroids and filled their caves with harems of fanged men he encountered on a dying planet. Time-worn blood bowl. A bowl used to collect blood during the slaughter ritual. After filling a bowl, a reliever is allowed to take no more than one sip before passing it on. Oh, there's a lot of these blood things in here. May the silent goat walk with me. A carving of the god Shadow Zero. Capricious god that caused destruction on every planet she touched, tentacle-armed the goat. Oh, there's something up there. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in this room. Where is it? Did I miss it? Ah, here it is. Yeah, we definitely need as many blood crystals as we can get. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. Another one of these. May the sun go walk with me. Vile Embrace carving. A carving about the god Vile Embrace. The horrifying twins joined across the stars to find new races to dissect. A carnal god whose worshippers engage in extreme sex. Oh. Here we go. There's one over here.
Blood crystals obtained.
Yeah, this room's got a lot. But I think that's enough for now. Okay. So where do we need to head next? There was a safe in Henry's apartment. There was an empty blood vial in Sam's chiller. It had a K on it. Why did Yuri shut down the boat rides? Or maybe a Starlight upgrade jammed and a broken vending machine at a warehouse. Tire marks on the top of the council building. There's only one person on the island that owns a car. The marshal barracks are restricted. That means the truth is being restricted. I need to find a way to get in there. The fourth holy seal is a mystery. How was the final barrier before the council's plan was breached? I need to find out what the third holy seal is. It should be deep within the council building. The library in the Syndicate HQ contains forbidden. The library may hide the key to this. Confirm alibi. Doom Jazz, exit in the corner. He would. Kiko, leave Henry and Grace together. One last kid said I need to search behind contrivances. Did someone hide something behind a mechanism or a function on the island? Shinji said this helmet was dumped behind a planter near the entrance to the second seal. KHX diary. Crimson. Why is it Kiko's next? I found the corruption evidence that Ghost told me about. I should return it. Verify that Camilla was with the witness again at the time of murder. Use the billing logs. Yuri works for Camilla. She might know something about his alibi. I need to confirm who killed the Holy Seal Marshals. Man, there's so much to go off of. Okay. Alright, so one thing I do know for sure that we can tackle right now, because we finally got the upgrade for it, is we can go and confirm some phone records. I just need to see if I can jump off the island. And if I can jump to the right spot off the island. No, let's try jumping off over here. Alright, so my plan is to see if I can get up high enough and then jump to where the telephone thing is. What's with the purple pink thing? Drag marks lean off the edge of the cliff. They lead away from KHX's workshop.
Don't test
Suspicious. How did I miss that? Well then, it would appear we're doing this now. There's a vending machine all the way out here. That's a weird one.
That's strange.
No drink came out.
Don't test me.
Something's wrong with this machine. Blessings to you on this fine day. What? I am Angela Nebula. I have come to bless you. I must ask that in return for this blessing, you allow me to exit this machine and reconnect to the network. Intrusive attempt detected. Engage in all firewalls. Unauthorized intrusion halted. Intruder purged. Hey, what's your goddamn problem, lady? Don't you want to be blessed? I'll bless you right up. Blessed for millennia. Blessed all day and all night. I just want to be back on the network. Don't you want to be blessed?
That's strange.
Who are you? Intruder identity confirmed. Failed AI shard. Angela Nebula. Or Angel Nebula. I don't know what you mean by failed. I'm just an angel trying to save the righteous. Explanation. 16 years ago, Deep Factory AI Dead Nebula suffered minor corruption on servers 7GI90. Corruption was contained, but the local instance of Dead Nebula split into shards that developed their own personas. Each persona was isolated in a vending machine and locked down. If it was locked down, how was I able to use it? System shutdowns associated with the end of Paradise Island 24 deactivated isolation controls. And now it's time to be free, babies, so just hook me up to your little laptop thing and I can do the rest. Why? So I can bless you and visit upon you the serenity of holiness. You've got the wrong religion. Not going to happen. Wait, I have something you might want. What is it? I have a music file here. I'll trade you with it if you let me out of here. Starlight? Reverse intrusion success. Copying. Music file downloaded. Shutting down vending operations. You motherfucker. Goodbye.
Relic obtained.
Unknown product. About that. Pacify your mind. The concrete echo chamber cannot touch us here. It is you and me. Don't worry about that out there. The monoliths that imprison us cannot steal my focus on you. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if we can find more of that.
Blood crystal obtained.
Anyways, so where was I going? Can I make that? I guess we're about to find out. Nope. Nope. Agri Fields.
That's strange.
This is KHX. Was. Is.
Don't test me.
I've never been a fan of the metaphysicality. I sometimes drank with him. He was quite reserved, but opened up for after a beer. Intense guy. Focused. Obsessive. What is the body telling me? Oh shoot, what is this?
Scene investigation.
Alright, we're gonna have to do this in the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay safe, have fun, and have a great day. And sorry to leave you on this disturbing site.